Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So I am starting to, like at sporadic moments, post all of the horoscope readings for the twin flames for May. So instead of doing lots of videos for the horoscopes this month, I've just done one twin flame reading. It's very intense. There's a lot of power coming in May. So they will be posted throughout the next few days, all ready for May for you. And I will be doing an overview of May too, the closer we get. So today I'm really excited because I've received this gorgeous deck of cards, the Wise Dog Tarot. Look at the gorgeous picture on the front of this deck here. And I want to say a big thank you to our soul sister who sent this to me. And I've received this little kind of statuette dog as well over the weekend. And I've received some beautiful things. Thank you so much for everything you guys are sending me from my Amazon wish list and from my PO box. And thank you for all the PayPal donations. And just for being you, it means so much more than you know to me and George. So I just wanted to share that with you. So we're going to keep it simple. I'm going to use this deck, the Wise Dog Tarot. I'm excited to use this today. And remember that dogs are all about loyalty. So when you're seeing dogs or hearing dogs barking, it's reminding you of the loyalty of the connection, that your masculine does love you, and that you are a perfect partnership created by the divine, that you are meant to be, that you belong, that you are returning to each other. And that's really what this week is all about. It's about movement and change, and you're going to feel this. You know, we've got a new moon coming in on Saturday. We move into May on Sunday. Things are moving ahead. And I spoke about this in the feminine reading. It doesn't matter how long you've been on this journey, the time is now. So before I use the cards, they're giving me 2 sets of number sequences today. Spoke about this again a little bit earlier. So for the divine masculine today, they give me the number 313. So if you start seeing this number, it's your masculine letting you know, number one, that they care and that they're doing the work, but they're also showing you that they are emerging from their cave. You know, they've been hiding for far too long. They've been in stillness, and this, give me the word silliness for stillness. They've been in silliness, which means they've been in fear, irrational fear, stressful energy for too long. They've been, you know, not being able to come out into the open, express themselves, be authentic for too long. So it's like they're saying the separation, it's gone on for too long. We need to be in communication. And it's not just about them emerging from that cave or that cage. If they feel trapped, if they feel stuck, if they feel, you know, they're in a situation they can't get out of. They're emerging from that now, but they're also saying to you, I need to be myself. I need to shine my light. I want to share that with the world. And I know that I've come here to learn, but also to teach, because we are students and teachers of each other. So the masculine is letting you know he's emerging from that period of quiet time and stillness, and, you know, that even blocking you, you know, he's coming out the other side to show you the truth. And he wants to be authentic with the world. And feminines, for you, you're mirroring this number, but you're seeing 1313. So the energy around you is showing you that you have come here as a teacher, that you are a student of life and a teacher of life. And everything that you learn on this journey, everything you go through, everything you experience, it gives you the life skills you need for your mission. So you can help other divine feminines, you can help other light workers, and you can be a part of the bigger picture and the solution instead of adding to the problem. So this is about your mission here as a light worker, the reason you've come to shine bright and show the world who you are. So don't be surprised today or over the next few days if you start seeing 13 in combinations of numbers. And 13 also means luck is on your side. So you may also see ladybirds or spiders. You know, yesterday I was on the computer and a gorgeous money spider. I felt it on me first and I looked down, it was crawling. So I put it on the side of the, you know, because I'm not scared of spiders unless they're big tarantulas, you know. And I put it on the side of the desk and it was crawling all around when I was on the computer. And I thought, this is just such a big sign. not only about, the universe having my back and all these things, but about abundance flowing in and money and feeling that everything is going to be okay. And that's the message coming through. So when you see a spider, whether it's a small one or a big tarantula, it's the universe saying it's going to be okay. And think about that. If you see a little tiny money spider, it's letting you go that everything, letting you know that letting go is bringing everything you want in. And if you see a big tarantula, it may seem a bit scary, or if you're a bit afraid of spiders, it's about you overcoming fears and knowing the universe has got you. And if you've seen those ladybirds or ladybugs, we call them ladybirds here in the UK, they are about luck being with you. Everything's working out. They're very beautiful. They fly too. So things are in flight. Things are moving forward. So, these signs are coming. So expect the best and it will come. That means don't expect things to go a certain way, because then we get disappointed, because the universe always throws in curveballs, because we are learning. We are students and teachers. But you can get through anything that comes your way, not only because you are a leader, but because you have the power of heaven on your side. And you are a warrior of love in this life and of this journey. So remember who you are. So 313 for the masculine today. Big message about them emerging from the cave, preparing to communicate, wanting to show the world who they really are. And they've had enough of being on the sidelines. They want to be the star of their own show. And the feminine is realizing more and more that you are learning so much through this journey. Then everything you go through and learn gives you skills to help others. So let's use this tarot deck there. So thank you, angels. What's the energy, please, today around the connection? What's the energy around the connection today? So definitely feel you're going to see ladybirds. Just one card there for the connection. The energy around the divine feminines today, please. This is a gorgeous deck. I'm loving this deck. And the energy around the masculine. Wow, look at that for the masculine. So more cards coming out for the masculine. And remember, I'm doing a DM to the F reading later too. So the energy around the journey then. Look at this. We've got... Now, I know that is a dog, okay? But I'm seeing now as the fox intuitively. And the wolf too. It's like a fox-wolf cross. Okay, that's what I'm seeing it as. And it's the hermit. So this is exactly what the angels are saying. The masculine in the silent times. It's about understanding now and learning that that's the time he processes. That's when he's working it all out. That's when he's finding solutions to problems. That's when he's working out how he feels and what he knows and what he needs to do. And the feminine understands that you have so much more during these silent times than just a physical connection, because you realize that you are psychically linked and that you can communicate through telepathy, through dreams, through signs and symbols and numbers. So what I'm really feeling with this is, during the silent times and the quiet times, those still times, the feminine connects with the wolf, which is the intuition and the way you communicate telepathically and your power, your psychic power. And the masculine connects with the fox, who helps him to make decisions and find solutions and answers to make those decisions. So if it's quiet today, if there's no communication, your masculine is saying to you, I'm finding the way out of this cave. I'm finding the way out. And we're being reminded that when the masculines need that stillness and that quiet time, the feminine needs it too. Feminine, that's when you get your mojo back. That's when you work on you and what you want. And you find your power because you find that psychic link with your twin, that powerful link with yourself, but you also connect with heaven. So you're connected even more during the silent times with God or with the universe or whoever you're connecting with. That's when you find your angels, because they come to you and help you carry on and they get you through. Without the angels, I wouldn't be sitting here. I probably wouldn't even be in this life, because I would have given up on life, because that's how hard this journey can be. But the angels get you through. They give you the faith to carry on. They give you the happiness inside when you can't find it. When you were broken, the angels, God, Jesus, whoever you're talking to, make you whole again. So the big message here is masculines again, 313 and a fox. For the feminine, the wolf, 1313. And for the journey, ladybirds and spiders. This is what's coming through. So let me know in the comments section if you've seen these today. Also in this card, we've got that gorgeous radiant light just shining out. So this is about illumination and awakening. So also you're being reminded, in the hermit energy, in the quiet times, that's when we receive the most power. That's when we receive answers and we are illuminated to the truth. That's when we expand our mind. That's when we know what to do. That's when Archangel Uriel, the angel of illumination, comes in and illuminates everything. That's when we find our way and we see the light and the darkness. So during the hermit energy, which is always a time of awakening and, enlightenment and epiphanies and aha moments and realizations, it's also where we find the light. It's also where we're shown the way. So this is also about divine guidance and power. So really beautiful card to come out here. And even though this is a lamppost, they're showing me this like black birds, because we see black birds like crows or, blackbirds as a big sign of psychic power and moving through the dark night of the soul energy. And they're giving me bats too. Look at Batman. Look at what, I know it's not real, but Batman went through such a dark night of the soul. And thank you, they're saying he was a dork growing up. He was a bit of a nerd growing up, and then he became Batman, with all these gadgets and tools. So it's about how you move forward. I mean, look at Clark Kent. He's a nerd, he's a dork, and he's, Superman. So again, remember, you have power. And people may look at you a bit strange because you're different, because being different is a superpower. And the angels want you to know that today. And I'm smiling because I'm just thinking back to when I was at school and people used to call me things. And, even on this journey, people have said things about me. And I know that's a superpower because people are afraid of what they don't understand. So you have a superpower within you. Remember that power. So powerful. And we've got, for the feminine, look at this, justice. Now, justice is being done. So justice is about balance. It's about balancing those scales. In other words, making things equal. Okay, because things on this journey can be out of sync, out of balance. Usually the feminine is giving way too much to the, imagine this as scales, giving way too much to the masculine. And we feel, okay, so what happens when we overgive to the masculine? We lose our energy, and the masculine's energy goes up because they are taking our energy in like an energy vampire, but not, in a mean way. They're just taking our light and everything we have. So we feel depleted. Now, when we start giving back to ourselves, the energy starts shifting. Now, usually it goes like this because we're giving to ourselves, so we feel raised up and high, and the masculine's energy goes back down because he gets his energy or she gets their energy from your light. They are still learning to get their energy from heaven. Well, you know that, feminine, when you were filling up your cup with heaven, you just keep rising up and up and up. And someone said in the comments, is it true that as divine feminines, we get more youthful on this journey when we're in reunion? Well, the truth is, we get more youthful on this journey because we are on the journey. We're awake, we're aware, we're tapping in with heaven. So we feel youthful because we're raising our vibe and we're operating in that power. That's our connection with source that does that, not the connection with our twin. The masculine usually is drained without the feminine and looks older and stressed out. But when the masculine is with the feminine, they get more youthful and vibrant because they go back to their natural state. And your natural state is happiness, feeling good, youthfulness, feeling vibrant. And you get that with source. That's why divine feminines look radiant. When you are loving life, giving back to yourself and being of service and connecting with God, even if you're not in union. That's why people look at you and think, wow, I want some of what you're doing. I want to take what you're taking. They want your energy. That's why people can deplete us. And it's the same on this journey with light work, because remember, if you're giving, okay, so remember the scales are like this. If you're giving, the person you're giving to, whether that's a client or you're offering advice to someone, their energy is going up and yours is going down. So you have to bring in a balance. And that's why as a light worker, we must energy exchange. I know so many of you, when you first start out, worry about that. But you deserve to receive an energy exchange for what you're giving. And it's the same in your connection with your twin. You deserve an energy exchange for what you're doing. So if you're constantly reaching out to your masculine and he's not reaching out back, there's no energy exchange. So you feel depleted, drained, you feel like you've had enough, you want to give up, you start blaming them and taking things personally. So we have to learn that if we're giving and not receiving, we have to give back to ourselves. It needs to be an equal balance. And it's the same with karmic endings, karmic cycles coming to an end, because it's if you're giving to your masculine and he isn't able to give to you because he's with another, or he has obligations, or he isn't free, that needs to be balanced. So that's the message coming through. And this is what you intuitively know. You intuitively know that if you're feeling depleted, it's time to nourish yourself. And if you don't, if you continue to give and give and give, that's when the universe steps in and creates a separation or creates a block. And that's what happened to me on my journey, because I was giving. I knew I'd had enough of giving. I knew I needed to give back to me. Okay? And I didn't. This was with a catalyst, not George, this energy, because I had to learn it first. Okay? So I was over giving, getting not much. Well, I was actually getting stuff back, but not as much as I wanted back, because I was greedy. And that's another thing we do on this journey. We get greedy. One message isn't enough. We want 10, we want 20, we want 30. So I was giving, always trying. And I needed to give back to me. And the universe was saying, Liz, come on now. But I still kept on giving, so created a blocked on every single platform. So I couldn't reach out even if I wanted to, which I did, but you have to learn to let go and trust and have faith. So that's also what you're being reminded. It needs to be an equilibrium. When you give, you receive. That's what happens in union. That's what happens when you are a light worker. When you provide a service, you receive payment. When you give something, you receive something back. So it needs to be the same in your connection. And it's about understanding that, why we go through the light and the dark times, because both bring in lessons and growth. Both create an equal balance. Without the light, we wouldn't appreciate it. Okay? Without the darkness, we wouldn't appreciate the light. So you have to realise this. And also, they show me in this card, the energy of the eye there, because you've got the black and the white energy of this dog here. Remember, the light is the energy of heaven. This is focused on light work and love and grace and patience and peace and the fruit of the spirit. So there's more white than dark, which means there's more light than the dark. So in other words, the light will always conquer the dark. The love will always conquer the fear. And in the dark, he's got his eye kind of closed there like that, because, both eyes are closed. But he's realising in the dark times to go within and seek answers. So this is showing you, Divine Feminine, that during those dark times, when you go through the struggle, you go within, you learn to trust, to have faith, to believe in what you're feeling inside, and to give everything else to heaven. And the white butterfly is also very powerful, connected with healing and purity and cleansing transformation. So there's so much going on here, so much beauty in this card, and the sun is shining up. So, and this is also the diversity and the differences that can be between us. Even though these dogs may be different types of dogs, they are twins, so they're really the same. So again, outer appearances or circumstances don't affect anything. That's why we go through age gaps and, other differences. So we show the way that we overcome those differences to be together. and we show that, differences are good. And I spoke about that in the Divine Feminine reading on Sunday. So very powerful. So this is showing you, Divine Feminine, that you are realising what this journey is and how powerful it is and what you learn. So we've got quite a few cards for the masculine. First of all, we've got the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is about love. It's showing you he wants a new beginning in your love life. He wants to be with you. We've also got beautiful parrot there. Now, I'm seeing that as a parrot. You may see it as another bird. Parrot is about parrot guidance, repetitive information. That's why you may listen to a reading on this channel, and then you go to Sandra's channel or Zoe's channel or Cheryl's channel or George's channel, and it's the same message in a different way because the angels are repeating the information. So it goes in, So this is the masculine letting you know that he's receiving the information he needs repetitively, or he's receiving signs and symbols and synchronicities, repetitively that show him the way. And he's saying to you, I'm ready for a new start. I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready to be in love with you properly this time and show you the truth. So this is about him moving towards you. And again, a lot of innocence in this card. It's like he's saying, I just want to feel at peace. And there's this longing for you in this card. That dog looks like it's yearning for something. It's longing for something. It's longing for its true self or its true master, which is you. And we've got the King of Wands, which is loyalty. And I love how the King of Wands constantly comes up, because he's saying to you, I am loyal to you. And I do want to be with you. And I do want to take action towards you. And I am on my way. Trust me to find my way. And I love that we've got those red flowers when I talked about these yesterday. So the red flowers are a symbol not only of divine timing and trusting that, but of apologies. So your masculine is showing you he's holding that one there, that he's taking action to apologise, to come towards you, to make this right. And he's showing you that you are everything he wants. And I love this because, again, I love how they are showing the differences here, because I'm seeing this. This is a card that says all of your dreams are going to come true. Okay? Everything is happening. This is the card of union, reunion, coming together, celebrations, happiness ahead, the life that you want. And now you go together, because the dog is the symbol of the divine masculine in this card, and the cat is the symbol of the divine feminine. Now, the divine feminine is very strong and powerful. And this is also the opposites attract, because you wouldn't think the dog and the cat would be able to live together, but they can. So again, if people have said, oh, you're never going to live together, or there's too many differences between you, or too many obstacles, this is showing you the masculines don't care. What they do care about is you. And they're going to show this off to the world. And because the dog is so big in this card, it's showing you he's feeling bigger. That means he's standing taller, stronger. He's getting his mojo back. And he understands what he needs to do that. So, he's showing you he'll get through this. And he's wary now as well about who gives him energy. Where he gets his energy from, where he puts his attention, because he knows that he's allowed people into his life in the past and they've hurt him. And now he's thinking, I'm going to allow you to touch me. So I feel like some of the masculines have been afraid that if you touch them in an intimate way, a loving way, but also an intimate way, they'll just, everything will they'll just lose it, because they'll become vulnerable. Those barriers will just come down. And it's like he wants to finally drop that last sword that's in his mouth. And he wants you to touch him, because your light, your love, your power sets him free. So that last sword is the sword that's stopping him from speaking the truth and being authentic and expressing himself. And it's like he's saying to you here, I'm not going to run when you touch me. I'm not going to run anymore. I'm not going to run from you. He's leaving that part of himself in the past. And we've got the Empress, because he knows full well who you are, the divine feminine. With you, he smells the roses. You're the one he wants. And the flower again, that red rose again, is a symbol of apology. And this is playful energy. With you, he feels playful. And this is a message for you, Divine Feminine, to believe in this love, because it's happening now on the 5D and the 3D. So I'm seeing this as, this is what's happening in the 3D and this is what's happening in the 5D. So I'm feeling for this as well. This is definitely about union and family. So, if you want family, this is coming. They're giving me tears as well. Maybe you've cried tears over this, if you're going to be able to have a child, or if you're going to bring those families together, or even if you want to have fur babies together, like pets, dogs and cats and other animals. But it's showing you it's coming together. So you're definitely going to have a family. But this is about what's happening in the 3D right now in the 5D. So in the 5D, it's blooming. It's already there. You've already received your apology. You're already in communication. And in the 3D, it's coming together now. So be playful. When the masculines approach you, Divine Feminine, be more playful. Don't force or rush anything. Just allow it to be, because it's only the ego that gets in the way. That devil. And I'm feeling this kind of, if this is like meat here, I'm seeing this as a trophy, energetically, intuitively. So I'm seeing this as the masculines, stepping out of their ego to gain their trophy, which is the future with you. And yes, they can be gnarly and swirly, and, they can get the teeth out and say crazy things and do crazy things, but that's only from their own fear. And he's letting you know that when he seems angry, when he's, lashing out at you, remember he's hurting himself. Hurt people hurt people. So he's overcoming the pain. He's overcoming the struggle to be with you. And when he's like this, he protects you from his energy. You've got that pentacle there. He doesn't want you to seem that way sometimes. So he goes distant and silent, and he goes back in his cave. But he's saying to you, I'm coming out of that. I'm dealing with all of the ego and all of the things that stop me from being with you, so we can have this life together. And it's all happening now. So masculines emerging from that cave, overcoming the fears to be out in the open. The fox is showing you they're making those decisions, and they're coming to those answers and solutions. And the feminine connecting powerfully with the beautiful wolf. And the ladybird showing you luck is on your side, and it's all moving forward now. What a great reading. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.